Chapter 51, The Goggles. Azer extracted the night vision goggles from the shoebox and donned them. Holding the mug in one hand, he scrutinized the castle meticulously. On the second floor, the kitchen was unmistakable, radiating heat from its equipment. The expansive underground garage at the same level as the pool held recognizable cars. 2 guards paced the roof. Seated on the bench, the professor leaned back, sipping his mug, and inquired, "Were you aware that the West German Chancellor Willy Brandt was not just a politician, but also a journalist who, like my father, had partaken in the Spanish Civil War?" Striving to focus on the castle, Azer replied, "Indeed, I was." His story was thoroughly covered in journalism school. The professor continued, "Then you likely know that his birth name wasn't Willy Brandt at all." Azer, engrossed in zooming, responded in a hushed tone, "Yes, he was born Herbert from adopting the pseudonym Willy Brandt during his exile in Norway." He inquired, "Could you shed light on what's happening on the 3rd floor?" The professor replied, "Initially, that part of the building housed hotel rooms, or more accurately, brothel chambers. Julius Fox maintained some of the room's original decor to impress his esteemed guests." He added, "The rest has been transformed into opulent guest apartments." Azer mused, "I envision someone seated, gazing at a massive flat-screen TV. This couldn't be Topaz. During her captivity, she would probably not have access to a television." The professor commented, "It's probably Julius Fox's mistress or girlfriend, as they term it now." Frustrated by his inability to locate Topaz, Azer murmured, "She emits no warmth at all, she's as cold as ice." As he observed the castle through binoculars, he questioned, "Is there a reason behind the ostentatious medieval design? It's bound to attract attention. I thought their original intent was to construct a covert military brothel in the remote woods, far from the city." The professor poured whiskey into his mug, laughing heartily. "I wondered when your keen journalist instincts would spot that detail." He added, "I did mention that the castle's architect had been one of my patients. But do you know what plagued him?" Azer shook his head, prompting the professor to answer his own query. He suffered from advanced syphilitic dementia, a condition that unfolds over decades. Back then, syphilis was prevalent among the upper class and concealed as long as possible. That's why the architect's illness was detected too late for an effective treatment. With such a slow progression, personality changes often go unnoticed by people around the patient. However, the architect's wife couldn't ignore his growing childlike behavior. Because of his prior impressive military projects, he was chosen for this task. Otherwise, a reputable architect like him wouldn't have lent his name to a brothel. He took a sip and continued, "His wife dragged him to my clinic one day and asked me to tell him to withdraw from the project. I explained to him how dementia had diminished his ability to oversee such a comprehensive project. Instead of following my advice, he became discouraged and started sobbing like a 5-year-old boy who had to deliver his yellow bucket of making beach sandcastles."